My name's Sam. I've been here for 13 years now, maybe 14. Started when there was only 3 of us. For me, well, originally I went to university and studied science, majoring in anatomy and physiology, and the plan at that stage was to be a chiropractor. But I actually had a problem with my foot, went to a podiatrist, and really enjoyed how he linked the foot mechanics with the structures on top, so lining everything up and getting all the alignment right. And then I applied for podiatry just after that. When I first started, half of my day was spent treating toenails, calluses, corns, sort of that general care is what we call it. But more and more I started seeing patients coming in with injuries. And the interesting thing about that was like something as simple as a sore foot, but it affects your ability to go to work, your ability to play sport, your ability to exercise. So the implications for your quality of life end up rather large. And one of the interesting things about podiatrists is we're trying to rest the feet so they can recover. It's very difficult to rest feet because you've got to walk on them. So we've got a whole bunch of tricks that we try to use to get that rest and rehabilitation. So I've always found that interesting. We've always taken the time here, like we care about the outcome. We actually care about what we do. And over the years, we've added more individuals to the team and they're like-minded. So we all care about what the patient's going to get out of it. Very lucky, Troy's always sought out the best technology to make our life easier to treat the patients. And for me, I'm in kind of this really good position where I can bring my outside interests into the practice. So, you know, interests in running and strength training and all that sort of stuff. We can integrate that into our clinic and it just keeps it all interesting. As we were talking about before, I went away on long service leave, travelled for 6 months. I came back to Toowoomba because of the practice and the people that work here. So we're all friends. We all look out for each other and we take that culture seriously. That's how we treat our patients, it's how we interact with each other. It's a great place to work. I really wouldn't work anywhere else. So that's why I'm back. Well, if we take the simplest example would be the orthotic technology that we use. So the Zebras treadmill and the Orthema machinery that we have, that allows me to make a very accurate orthotic. So the payoff of that is I can make a very strong orthotic, so I can get a good mechanical result, but it's also going to be comfortable because of its accuracy. So I can have that control and comfort, which usually you've got to balance that out. I can keep that very high. That just makes it a lot easier for me and gets a stronger device for the patient. So quicker result. Yeah. The accuracy is the key. So we're not guessing. We know we can measure it, so you can change what you can measure, and that's what this technology allows us to do. Otherwise, before that, you use your clinical experience, but there is some guesswork in there. I would hope that when they leave, they have the answers, and that if someone asked them what's wrong with your foot, that they could actually tell them. They could tell them what's wrong with it, how they got it, and how they're going to fix it. So if they could do that, I've done my job.